Good morning and welcome. Thank you so much for being here and for joining me for a 15-minute yoga session. We're just going to do some gentle body opening to just kind of relax the body, relax the whole nervous system, ground down while getting a nice stretch throughout the entire body. There will be some maybe little challenges, but of course there's modifications that we can always do. So we're just going to start off in this cross-legged position, just easy seated pose. And we're just going to spend maybe 3 big breaths coming back to our body, back to our center. So with our hands on our knees in this comfortable seated position, we're going to just gently close our eyes and take some big breaths. Take a big inhale. And let the shoulders float upwards very gently. And take a big exhale and let the shoulders sink lower. Very subtle movements with the shoulders just gently, gently rising up. And really relaxing as the shoulders just drop down low. We're going to inhale as the shoulders go up. And we'll exhale as the shoulders go down. There might be some moments here where we can just settle into this pose, settle into this relaxation, and just gently come down to the mat together. I think that one of my guests is having some technical difficulty, maybe walking around, maybe can't hear me. I might just check, see if there's a text message coming through. Let's just give the person a call, see if it's working. Hey, can you hear me? No. Not at all. Okay.
You keep going on and off the screen too. It's like you have a bad connection. It keeps popping up as your face, and then it says Moxie's attempting to reconnect.
Oh no! So it's maybe it's your connection because I think I have 100% full bar, no problem.
Yeah, me too. Which is weird.
Do you want to try it on your phone? Just see if it would work better.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll try.
And just text me because again I can't hear you on the screen. So just text me if it works or doesn't.
Okay.
Bye. Okay. Well, hi, Bridget. Glad you're here and glad you can hear me. And Lucky, I know, is trying to download the app and get back onto the screen. And so he can hear me. He can hear me now. This is awesome. I see a thumbs up. Okay, so we will go back to the yoga asana practice. I know we took a few deep breaths together. And so whenever you feel ready, we are going to start. Again, we're just going to come back after some technical difficulties, coming back to the to the earth and to our center. And let's set an intention for the next 15 minutes. We'll be together, an intention of releasing tension, letting go of anything heavy, of anything that makes us feel really bound up in knots. Okay, from here, we're gonna unfold our legs and come into child's pose. I love child's pose for a first asana. We'll tuck our big toes together and I'll have my knees just maybe about the distance of the yoga mat or maybe a little bit less. So with our big toes touching, big toes together and the knees out just as far as is comfortable, we're going to reach the arms forward in child's pose and drop your head to the mat if you can. You might notice that your hips are pretty far away from your heels. Our goal is to get our hips closer to the heels. There might be a lot of tension in the hip flexors that would prevent this from being very comfortable. But I think that it's such a gorgeous pose to really relax into and to send our breaths down into our bellies. We're just going to gently rock the forehead from side to side. We're massaging that third eye chakra, that center of intuition and instinct, just massaging the forehead. And we'll gently then here come back to center, just relaxing and taking one more big belly breath. And then go ahead and gently come up to tabletop to a nice position of stability with the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And from here, take the right hand up into the air on an inhale, big inhale up, arm reaches. And on the exhale, send the hand and the arm through the little window, through the hole that the other arm created, and drop the head to the mat. This is a great stretch on the shoulder. If it feels too dramatic, you don't have to drop the head to the mat. Just do as best as you can. And if you want a little bit more, you can take the left hand and raise it up in the air and place it on the lower back. If you do the two-hand twist, it's really pretty intense on both of the shoulders. Take a big breath, focusing on keeping the heart open, the chest open, facing the side wall. And then we'll come back to pushing ourselves back up into tabletop, coming back to a state of equilibrium for a breath. And then on an inhale, let that left hand float upwards, really big inhale. And on the exhale, send the arm through the window, through the hole that the other arm created, dropping the head towards the mat. Again, this might be a little dramatic, a little intense on the shoulder, but if you want a little more, the right hand floats up and goes behind the back, but no need for that added challenge if you feel a very intense sensation. One more big breath in and out in the belly. And then push the body back up to that central position just for a moment, and then walk the hands out a little farther. Maybe they walk the knees back, and we're just coming down to our bellies. From here, we're going to come to Sphinx pose with our elbows bent, the forearms on the mat. The legs are nice and active. The tops of the feet are pressed into the mat, tops of the thighs. This is an intense lower back stretch, similar to Cobra. If you notice this is really uncomfortable, go ahead and take the elbows further out away from the body. The farther the elbows are out, the more subtle the curve of the spine. More intense stretch would be the elbows are underneath, directly underneath the shoulders, and that's going to be way more intense. Make sure you're pushing out of the elbows, pushing out of the forearms and the hands to really activate this pose. Sphinx is very proud, raising the chest up, the chin even is up. And just take a big breath here, releasing all stress, letting things sink and feel heavy. Now drop the forehead to the mat. Just relax here for a moment. Maybe bend the knees and windshield wiper the feet from side to side. This gives a little massage to the lower spine, which we just activated. Just one more time, each side. And then go ahead, let the legs go long, and we'll push ourselves back into child's pose. That first shape we made where our big toes touched and our arms went out nice and long. Again, this is relaxing for the lumbar, for the lower back. And when you feel ready, come back to tabletop and we'll go through a few cat-cows. They are magic for the spine. We're going to inhale, drop the belly low and look up. Exhale, become a Halloween cat, really curving and hollowing out the spine. Inhale, face the room, drop the belly low. I know it feels a little awkward with the chest puffed out, belly low, but it's great work for the spine. And then curve the body again in a nice Halloween cat shape. And one more time, inhaling, looking forward, and exhaling, Halloween cat curve. Now from here, we're going to do cat-cow, but to the side. It's almost like our bodies are becoming jump rope, the torso. So we're going to curve the spine in this circular barrel roll, barrel rolling our torso, our chest, our belly, in that circular motion. The first time I saw this done, I definitely took me a minute to figure it out, but you're creating that jumping rope sensation out of your chest, belly, and pelvis. It's just really acting as one unit. And we'll go in the opposite direction. Nice barrel rolls. And then from here, we're just going to draw our knees together and then sit back on our heels, called Vajrasana, thunderbolt pose. This is a really wonderful pose for digestion as it compresses the thighs, compresses the legs. And with that added blood flow that comes from the compression in the legs, we get some added blood flow to the digestive system. So Vajrasana is very nice. We won't stay here long though. We're going to enter a few Tibetan sun salutes, really gentle. So we're going to inhale and rise our body up. And we're lifting up and looking up as we inhale, stretching tall, maybe a little arch in the back. And as we exhale, we sweep the hands behind us, interlacing our fingers, dropping our heads to the mat, drawing the arms overhead. Inhale, rise up again, looking up, a little arch in the spine. And then exhale, let the hands flow forward, drop the forehead low, launch the hands overhead. Inhale, rise up, arms up, lifting up, and release everything back down to the mat, arms overhead, interlacing the fingers if possible. If not, just grab a hold of the hands. And last time, inhale up, reaching up. Exhale, everything out. Arms overhead. Now come back, Vajrasana, closing the eyes. Big breath in, big breath out. And we'll just gently, gently roll the head in a couple circles. Just that gentle movement, making circles out of the neck. Being extra careful as we drop the head back. That's a little bit more delicate. And we'll go the other direction. And roll the shoulders up and down a couple times, just gentle arm rolls. And I'm going to adjust where I'm sitting. But then we'll take the arms out to the side. The hands will go up like dinner plates and we'll touch our shoulders. Just gently touch your own shoulders, however far you can go. Can be a lot of tension there, but it's really great for the elbow joints. This motion, it's not about actually touching the shoulders. It's about kind of lubricating that joint at the elbow. From here, we'll keep our hands up towards our shoulders or touching, and we'll do some big circles. Just a couple in each direction. And then the opposite. And 3. Last one. Great work. And from here, we'll just do a little spinal twist. If you're standing, you can just let your arms swing from side to side. But if you're sitting with me, we're going to have the right hand touch the knee, the left hand goes behind. We're looking behind our body. And then we're going to come back to center. And then we're going to twist in the opposite direction. And then twist, opposite. Always twisting on the exhale, as when you have air in your body, if you can imagine a brown paper bag with air in it, it's very, very hard to twist a bag with air. But if the bag is empty, very easy to twist anything. That's why we exhale on the twist, inhale when we're center, and exhale, twist. Perfect. Last time. And great work. Now fold the legs together, cross-legged position, whatever is comfortable. And we're going to close our class together, the 15 minutes we've enjoyed. Hands are on the knees. Take a big breath in the stomach. And feel the chest rise, feel the shoulders go up, and exhale. Feel everything get a little heavier, a little more relaxed. We'll draw our hands in prayer over our chests, gently bow forward as we wish that all beings would be peaceful, all beings would be happy, and all beings would be led on the right path, free of suffering and free of sorrow. Thank you so much for joining me today for this 15-minute morning practice. May you be well. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I have another class coming up here in 10 minutes, but I'm going to hit exit class so we can go to the cool down room and I'll unplug. So hopefully I can hear you for a minute.